because his cell phone is we're driving and so it's gonna die. But anyway, I was gonna tell you, groceries. If you need to, save on groceries, one of the cheapest foods out there, the biggest, cheapest food is potatoes. Now, potatoes, if you microwave them, they maintain their moisture. They're not as dry as if you bake them or boil them. Boiling potatoes doesn't work so well. Steaming them is probably better. Anyway, potatoes are very cheap and very filling, and they're gluten-free. Hi, Suze. And they're sugar-free, and they're dairy-free, and they're rice-free. So I can eat them. And if you put mayonnaise on them, or even if you just put a little water on them, if they're dry, any kind of liquid or oil. Coconut oil is what we generally use. Hi, Lois. So that's one thing. And frozen vegetables are very good, and they're much cheaper than vegetables, and they don't lose volume when you prepare them. You just dump the whole thing in, and away you go. Whereas if you buy a fresh broccoli in the grocery store, it's not like when they freeze them, they do fresh and they freeze them right away. So they're not going to sit around a while. But when you have to ship something like that's not frozen, then you have to pick it, ship it to the factory, and then, or to whatever, then to the store. But you send it to the warehouse, and the warehouse will send it to the store, and those things are kept cold, but they're not as fresh. So you're not going to get as much vitamins from them as you will from frozen if you're going to cook it. If you're not going to cook it, then you might have more vitamins from the raw, and you'll have the enzymes. So the parts of the grocery store that I use are the fresh produce and the frozen produce and frozen fruit. And I completely skip the dairy because it gives